Reading quotes in life lessons is like conversing with the greatest minds of history. Discover the wisdom and life-changing lessons from these carefully selected aphorisms. And what could be more enlightening than a conversation with one of the most influential figures in world history, Mahatma Gandhi?
Facts we would always place before our readers, whether they are palatable or not, and it is by placing them constantly before the public in their nakedness that the misunderstanding between the two communities in South Africa can be removed.
This statement emphasizes the importance of transparency and honesty in bridging the gap between different communities, highlighting the need to confront uncomfortable truths in order to achieve understanding and harmony.
In reality, there are as many religions as there are individuals.
This quote emphasizes the diversity of religious beliefs and suggests that each person has their own unique perspective and interpretation of spirituality.
One of the objects of a newspaper is to understand popular feeling and to give expression to it. Another is to arouse among the people certain desirable sentiments, and the third is fearlessly to expose popular defects.
This quote emphasizes the important role of newspapers in society, highlighting their responsibility to reflect public opinion, influence positive emotions, and fearlessly expose faults and shortcomings.
Civilization is that mode of conduct which points out to man the path of duty.
This statement reflects a belief in the importance of societal rules and expectations, suggesting that adherence to them can guide individuals towards fulfilling their responsibilities and obligations.
Victory attained by violence is tantamount to a defeat, for it is momentary.
This quote reflects a deep understanding of the futility of using violence as a means to achieve victory. It reminds us that true success lies in peaceful and lasting solutions.
In matters of conscience, the law of majority has no place.
This quote emphasizes the importance of individual values and beliefs, suggesting that one's conscience should guide their actions rather than conforming to the opinions of the majority.
Good government is no substitute for self-government.
This sentence reminds us of the importance of individual responsibility and self-determination. It suggests that relying solely on external governing bodies may not lead to true freedom and fulfillment.
Complete civil disobedience is a state of peaceful revolution, a refusal to obey every single state-made law.
This quote encourages us to question the authority and legitimacy of government laws, highlighting the power of peaceful resistance in challenging unjust systems.
I have learned through bitter experience the one supreme lesson to conserve my anger, and as heat conserved is transmuted into energy, even so our anger controlled can be transmuted into a power which can move the world.
This quote encourages us to manage our anger and channel it into a force that can bring about positive change. It suggests that by controlling our anger, we can transform it into a powerful tool that has the potential to make a significant impact on the world around us.
If India adopted the doctrine of love as an active part of her religion and introduced it in her politics, Swaraj would descend upon India from heaven. But I am painfully aware that that event is far off as yet.
This quote highlights the potential of love as a transformative force in both religious and political realms, but also acknowledges the current distance between this ideal and reality.
There is no such thing as slow freedom. Freedom is like a birth. Till we are fully free, we are slaves.
This quote presents the idea that freedom is not a gradual process but rather a sudden transformation, akin to the experience of being born. It suggests that until we achieve complete freedom, we remain bound by the constraints and limitations imposed upon us.
There is a higher court than courts of justice, and that is the court of conscience. It supersedes all other courts.
This quote emphasizes the importance of moral values and personal integrity, suggesting that our conscience should be the ultimate judge of our actions, surpassing any legal or external authority.
A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes.
This quote encourages us to be mindful of our thoughts and the power they hold. It reminds us that our thoughts shape our reality and ultimately determine who we become.
Any action that is dictated by fear or by coercion of any kind ceases to be moral.
This quote emphasizes the importance of acting out of personal conviction and free will rather than being driven by fear or external pressure. It encourages us to reflect on the ethical implications of our actions and make choices based on our own moral compass.
No action which is not voluntary can be called moral.
This statement emphasizes the importance of personal agency and intention in determining the morality of an action. It encourages individuals to take responsibility for their choices and recognize the ethical implications of their voluntary actions.